Hello, and welcome to Demo Lab.
I'm Forrest.
I'm Jack, and we're going to be testing out some pedals for you. What do we got today, Forrest?
Well, today we have a kind of an interesting unit. It's from Dr. Scientist. It is the BitQuest Bit Crusher pedal, and it also has lots of cool kind of multi-effects built into it. We're going to give a little demonstration of some of the cool features and funky sounds that we can get out of this.
He's got a lot in it. I mean, this Dr. Scientist guy spends a lot of time in the lab like we do.
Yeah.
You got to really respect the amount of effort he puts in there. He's got a lot of things, like he's got a deep notch filter, a ring mod with a reverb built into it. What else you got? You got like a wild glitch delay thing.
Even made room for an infinite reverb in there as well.
Infinite reverb. That's insane.
If you're a tweaker like us and you like to fiddle with knobs and find your tone, this is going to be a great companion to have some great sounds to explore.
This could be your entire rig right here, this one box here. But we're going to go through, these are going to be some settings we feel like sound pretty good with each of the presets there. But we'll mess around. We'll have a segment where we just kind of fiddle with the knobs, and you can decide what you think sounds cool.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah.
We are on the ring mod preset, and the ring mod will automatically give us some kind of cool, interesting dynamic sounds. We'll go ahead and get that. And we can start off on sort of a more subtle, and then gradually increase that ring mod to get a little bit more craziness out of it. Sounds like that ring mod has a little bit of a reverb behind it.
It's got some space there. It's got some breath that you can really feel in the atmosphere. And as far as ring mods go, this is pretty tame. You can really dial it back as far as you want or get as crazy as you want.
There's also that extra little fuzz setting that we can throw on it to give it a little bit more distortion, a little bit more sound. Let's go ahead and try that out.
Move on to another setting here.
I think a fun one is always the wild delay that it's got available.
Oh yeah.
I think one of the more charming presets on it is its bit crusher ability. That's kind of the main effect
The
here.
name BitQuest here really calls to that preset here. You'd hope that they've got some really tasty crushing going on here with this pedal.
All right, let's get this down. Jack, I'll go ahead and give it a shot on the clean setting here.
Yeah. A lot of dirt, it's kind of hard to tell what's happening The BitQuest is really a pedal that, despite all the preset controls that you have there, it is something to experiment with. As you can tell just from us moving the knobs around, it's like an entirely separate instrument from the guitar. This can be used as like a noise module in some situations. Let's try out that infinite reverb.
Let's give it a
Let's
shot.
give that a shot.
fuzz channel available on this.
You can go for days, folks.
Well, we also have our pitch shifting effects in
Ooh,
the
yes.
harmonizer.
Yes, very exciting.
Go ahead and give that a shot. And also see our effects here. Nice.
I feel like there's some low pass filters on this as well.
Yes, of course. Let's go ahead and go over to that filter option here. Get a little of that going.
Now this pedal has a couple different control knobs on it. You've got a control 1 and a control 2, as well as a stacked gain and control 0 knob. Those are going to be controlling different parameters depending on what preset you're on. For example, some of the ones with more reverb are going to be able to show you the depth of the reverb and kind of the trails that you can control. Other ones like the ring mod are going to control the wackiness and the gonky kind of sounds you can kind of get out of it. So each preset, the control knobs are going to mean something different. It's going to take some experimentation to find out what you like, where the direction of the knobs are going to be. So we're on one of the filter knobs here. Let's see what those knobs do here.
speaking of expression, you do have a side input jack available for an expression pedal. That way you can control controller 1 with any of your foot movements and give it a little bit more articulation there.
All of those movements you see Forrest doing with all these different sounds, imagine all that freedom. You don't have to bend down and twist that knob. You've got a whole option for an expression pedal. Just get a little of that action going. You've got the same exact kind of effect. This really is an all-encompassing kind of thing if you're one of those folks that likes to get wacky with your pedals, go off trailing massive landscapes that us humans couldn't even begin to comprehend. You've got a lot of classic noises in here, but this is meant for those people that reach for the stars with their sounds.
Speaking of classic noises, this is going to be one of their flanger presets that they have available. It gives you a little bit of a dynamic changing and swirling sort of sound. Let's go ahead and give that a shot. Jack, I think we have one more sound to play around with, and that is going to be our, let's see here. Actually, I think we got through them all. Our notch filter, I think, is this last one.
Oh, the notch filter, yes. Very insane kind of concept here. You want to explain what a notch filter does for the folks at home?
Yeah, so a notch filter is, well, I guess in layman's terms, it's taking your signal and sending it through a filter that has a very, very, very narrow bandwidth frequency. So it's going to be a very focused and a very, very direct kind of sound that it's taking from. It's a great way to get a very specific kind of tone out of it. Let's go ahead and give it a shot, and I'll set it on the fuzz setting here. I would almost describe it as a phaser without the modulation. That's the BitQuest.
That's the BitQuest by Dr. Scientist. This is us here at the demo lab. Thank you to our wonderful camera worker, Sarah. We'll see you at the next one. Thank you for checking us out. Yeah.
And as always, thanks again. Happy rocking.